afternoon, it's 5 o'clock, and welcome back to another Building Works video. I was a bit overwhelmed by your response to the first one. I really wasn't sure how interested you were going to be in it, and I had more comments than I've had for ages on anything, and loads of interest and loads of questions, so thank you for that. I'm glad you're interested in it, so I'm going to keep on doing them. Oh, excuse me, itchy nose. Yeah, we are in week 2, second full week of the building project. I felt like I should do a little intro like this and try and address some of the questions, because I got a lot of the same questions repeated in the comments, and I started answering them and I realised the same questions were coming up and up over and over again. So I thought I would answer them sort of on here, the ones that came up several times, because I thought it might be of interest. Now, what we're actually doing, several of you asked if you could see the plans, and you can see the plans. I'm going to show them a little bit later on in this video. I haven't got the plans here. I've only got the plans here that are from the top, which won't make sense to anyone. The structural drawings for the roof sort of in layers downwards. Look, I'm guessing what you want to see is what it's going to look like from the front when we when it's finished, or what it's planned to look like. So yes, I will show you that. Ashley's got that plan at work and he's bringing it back, so I can show you that when I film a little bit tomorrow or the next day. Several of you asked if we were getting the balcony back, and the answer to that is yes, the balcony is going to be replaced. It's going to be slightly bigger because the front of the house is being extended outwards to make a proper entrance hallway and another room next to that, and the balcony is going to sit on top of that, so it's going to be extended out further, and it's also going to be square rather than, it was a weird shape before. It was sort of rectangular at the back and then a sort of angle outwards with a rounded bit. Because our house is very angular, that it didn't sort of sit well with the architecture of the rest of the house, so we wanted the balcony to match in and make it square like all the rest of the house. Sorry, I'm looking at the outside wall there, but that's why I'm looking over to one side. I don't know why. So yes, we are getting the balcony back. It is going to be slightly bigger and more modern. It's going to have a tiled floor and glass panelled surround, is that what I'm trying to say? I'm going to say fencing, but that's the wrong word. It's the time of day where I lose my ability to speak. A couple of people asked if the kitchen is going to be a separate project. Yes, the kitchen is not included in this current building work, but we hope to do that sort of fairly soon after this is finished. That will be sort of the next step after the front build is done, depending on builder availability and all of that sort of jazz. And the other question that I got asked a couple of times was, how are we getting in and out of the house now that the door is in a skip? We are getting in through the spare bedroom, which has sliding doors to the top of the steps at the front of the house. We're currently using that as a front door. That actually was, when we originally bought the house, that was a hallway. If you look back at my original house tour video from back in 2017 maybe, if I can find it I will link it below. But yeah, that used to be the entrance hall, and we converted it into a 4th bedroom with an ensuite, so we can get out of there. That's what we're using to access the house at the moment, so we're not trapped outside for the duration. Anyway, I think that's answered all the questions that I got asked. If you do have a question, please do leave it in the comments and I will endeavour to reply. So let's go and have a look at where we're at now, and then I can turn off this little ring light, which is very bright. Let me show you how dark it is without that. Okay, here we are outside on this wet, damp, windy day. It was freezing yesterday, but it's much warmer today. Somebody else asked if we're keeping these steps, which we are. These steps go from, this is sort of halfway up the first level, and then the steps continue up all the way to the back of the house there. So yes, these steps we are keeping. They will need repointing at some point. Sorry if I made you feel sick just spinning you around there. Right, we have got some foundations. Look at that. Foundations there and some foundations here. They have been fairly slow going in terms of digging the foundations on the base, because we've got loads and loads of pipes and cables buried down deep from the previous owners, and there's one particularly down here which they don't know if it's a live cable or not because it's steel. There's not any equipment they can use to check if it's live, so obviously it's been difficult to use the digger, so they've dug up almost all of this by hand, which has been heavy going. It's been a couple of long days for them, but we're getting there. Certainly this one is coming down well. Structural engineer has been today because we've got to do some sort of jiggery pokery regarding the foundations, and this is the level the balcony is going to be, obviously. So the structural engineer has been round, and the building inspector again today, and everything's good with them. The structural engineer has done some more drawings. Structural engineer stroke architect has done some more drawings to make the alteration, whatever it was. It was only something technical, not particularly something visual. So that's all good. The pile of dirt is growing once again there, and yeah, that's what we're looking like at the moment. I'll give you a quick, I don't think there's a lot of point me going down to the front because it doesn't look any different apart from the pile of earth is slightly larger. So that's where we're at the end of day 2 of week 2. Day 3 of week 2, and the grabbing lorry has come to take away some of the rubbish. Very exciting day today. The builder has just told me we've got concrete coming today. We're on Wednesday, day 3 of week 2. So yeah, concrete coming for the foundations. So that, I wasn't expecting that today, so that's exciting. Anyway, I've got the plans to show you. I'm going to show you first the plan of before it was started. I don't want to go into loads of detail, but it's probably not that easy to see. So this is the front elevation, what it looked like before we started. We had, this is still the same, up at the top. This is these windows here that you look out of here, and then underneath here we have the cinema room, with again those tall windows which are actually being replaced because they're older ones and they're white frame. We want ones to match the grey framed ones up here. Then you've got the old balcony here, the balcony doors from here to outside, and then you've got this little bit on the front here which was there's the door to the utility room, the old utility room, and then under here the rest of the balcony was a big void. You can see this better from the side elevation here, which shows the balcony, and under here was just void space, completely void. That's the kitchen window there. Then if you look, let's look at this one, which is the downward looking plan, the floor plan if you like. So that shows on the ground floor you've got the porch, the old utility room, that's the utility room, and that was void space. It says store, but it was void space under there. Move over to the first floor, you had the balcony. You can see when I was talking yesterday about the weird curved shape of the balcony, that was that. So let's move on to the new plans. This is the new plan. This is what the front elevation is going to look like. So you've got new steps going up to a front door. It's going to have pillars either side of it, and then you're going to have a building all the way along rather than just a little bit sticking out, which we had previously, with windows all the way along to where the front steps are. That's where the void space is currently, and then we're going to have a bigger balcony that comes right out to the front of that and further over to the side. If I put the side elevation under that, hang on, under that, so that's the new side elevation. You can see the balcony is bigger, and that's what it looks like currently, and that's what it's going to look like. And then you can see here, this is the downstairs from the floor plan, how it's going to be. So you've got the front door, that steps, and then the front door there into a big hallway. We're going to have double doors across here, I think. And then this new room here, which is new space, which we're thinking now is going to be Ashley's office and sort of a cloakroom as well. we'll see once it's built, but it's bigger than we thought it was going to be. And then again, let me just do the comparison on the first floor. This is what the balcony is going to look like here, and that's what it looked like before. So you can see, I'm not very good at getting that all into shot. That's the old balcony. This is going to be the new balcony. So that will give you an idea of what the changes are going to be. So thank you to all those people who asked to see the plan. I should have shown you that at the beginning, really. Anyway, yes, today concrete and filling the foundations a bit later on. It is day 4 of week 2. The sun is shining, and I feel like the last couple of days, sorry, just walking down the steps, I don't want to kill myself. The last couple of days I feel like we've made real progress. Let me, oh, it's a bit bright, let me turn you around so you can see. We've got foundations, we've got concrete in the foundations, we've actually got level, the sort of floor level there, they've just concreted that before they've gone, and the wire thingies in, don't know what they're called, but yeah, some actual floor level stuff there. And there's been a lot of measuring going on. We've had deliveries of, the grab lorry came yesterday, although that pile is now as big as it was before, so I expect that will be coming again soon. Let's go down to the bottom. I don't think we've looked from the bottom this week. So that's what we're looking like from this end. You can see where the new wall's going to come out here, and yes, it's all rather exciting. We've had cement delivered, we've had blocks delivered here. The skip is going again shortly and being replaced with another one, no doubt. We've had something else delivered today as well. Can't remember what that was. Oh, the concrete lorry came, yes. So lots of lorries, lots of deliveries, and actual progress. I feel like I'm just showing you a dirty hole in the ground, but it feels like really good progress today. Okay, it's Friday afternoon and we are at the end of week 2. I hope it's not too windy and you can hear me okay. Today we've had lots of deliveries, blocks, and cement mixers appeared over there. We've had some blocks, we've had some MDF and sterling board stuff, and not MDF, wood of some description. We've had another concrete lorry delivery, which has gone into making this wall look exciting. Got a bit of wall there, got some block work going into the bottom of that foundation there, and it's all just feeling like it's beginning to grow. I won't bother to take you down to the bottom because there's not much different to see, but the next time you see this will be, we're going away for a week, so you will see, and we will see as well, hopefully a big difference once we come back at the end of next week. Looking forward to that. So I hope you enjoyed this week too. Anyway, I probably won't do them quite so often as ever. Sorry, I leant back and thought I was going to hit the door and didn't. It was further away than I thought. I'll probably do them less often than every week. I think every week will probably be a bit much, but I just wanted to get this one finished and uploaded before we go away so we can see the big change when we get back. So hope you enjoyed. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I will endeavour to answer, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.